If anything that us three said triggered you, that means you did something of that sort. I will run up Mount Everest if I have to.
Every group has their own girl code, right? So we had ours, which we broke. Guys, we have really different tastes when it comes to men.
If I like someone, I'll go the extra mile, but those are things that I think about. If you had to give your ex advice in 5 words, what would it be?
Hi guys.
Welcome back to our channel. This is Twins and the Other Girl, and that's 10, and that's Chio.
And you are?
And I am Pinky.
I am Summer.
Tinku.
We are back with another girl talk. I mean, the first girl talk of 2025.
We asked ChatGPT to ask some questions for 2025, and Chat has some really spicy questions that we can answer, so we're going to answer them straight away. And we're using one mic for 3 people because this is the best we could do. What's the most random ick that's made you run from someone? When somebody introduces themselves with their father's job titles. I will run up Mount Everest if I have to.
When somebody shows off somebody else's work, for me, sometimes like people are just like, that person has not done anything, but that person tries to show off what his cousin is doing while having a conversation. Like, yeah, that's a nick.
When you meet somebody new and you kind of low key know what they do, what they are, and then they don't do anything, but then they go around saying they do things when they don't. They just look like a liar to me because I know, then others don't know. But I know, so that's an ick for me. Would you date someone who doesn't understand the content creator grind? I have dated in the past when people made fun of me. I think I would, because not everybody has to understand what I do for a living. But my boyfriend understands, so that's just a plus.
Yeah, he does not have to understand anything about it, but at the same time, he needs to respect what I do. Some people like they don't understand what we do and they're just like sitting there judging and making fun and like talking like
More than judging, they're
making fun. So yeah, somebody who does not understand it, like a person like normal person, who lets other people be and do what they're doing.
Yeah, I would date somebody who doesn't get it, but yeah, I wouldn't like the disrespect or the shade or the sarcasm they throw at my job because I do it for a living and I actually like it. So I wouldn't want my partner to downsize what I do. One girl code rule you'll never break. There was supposed to be one, which I think we all have broken. The girl code, but for now, it would probably be not ditching each other for a guy at a social gathering. Safety comes first.
I feel like all the girl like I think every group has their own girl code, right? So we had ours, which we broke, um, because we wanted all of us to have fun and stuff. But I think one would be to be there for each other, like in terms of like what she said, like not leaving each other.
And not just at social gatherings.
Yeah, anywhere.
Don't ditch
Don't ditch plans. Yeah, don't ditch plans.
They say we broke it, but I feel like we've also tried our best. And I think that's still the girl code that's active for me. Yeah, like we all have like one we liked a lot, like to the point we made it clear, like, bro, even if you're drunk, nobody's flirting with this dude. So that's a girl code we have. Yeah, we have other people that we just casually talk to. My friends can go and flirt with the dude. We don't give up. We don't give up about the others, but the main dudes off limits.
Yes.
That's a girl code.
Oh my god, that cannot be broken.
Yeah, for me, I have been clear like, bro, this is one dude that I want all by myself. You better not. So yeah, and we respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anybody's dudes.
Yeah. Also, guys, we have really different tastes when it comes to men. Our like choices are like so different.
What's the weirdest DM you've ever received? I recently received a picture of somebody's 1 day back. Yeah, I completely forgot. Don't know what that
Was it like a
was.
raw photo or was it like edited? Like,
It was like some downloaded
oh,
photo. It's not a real photo. It was downloaded off the internet. I could
no.
tell.
Lately, I have not been receiving any weird DMs, but yeah, back in the days, I would receive like, like those kind of DMs, like those kind of DMs, but more than random,
Mhm.
it was like scary at times. People would just randomly DM me saying that I saw your window and you had your clothes hung and stuff like that, which was crazy.
I haven't received any weird DMs as of now, and I don't remember any weird DMs either.
And I know the weird DMs you've received. Should I tell this?
Yeah.
Do you think
Shall I
YouTube is
tell?
gonna take this
No,
away?
can I first?
One time, Tinku received this message saying, "You look like you don't have any hair in your V."
Let's say the exact sentence. Okay, okay. Tinku has received somebody else's nudes. Oh yeah. A person in IRL we knew. So some person had beef going on. So Tinku received all of the nudes of a girl, which was
Crazy.
crazy. You look like you have like two strands of hair on your. I Somebody said that I look like that. Like I only have like two strands of hair on my vagina. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to take that as a compliment or I don't know. What's one thing you thought you'd have figured out in your early 20s but you still haven't? My finances. I thought I'd own a house by now, which I clearly don't.
I thought I would be in a really healthy and good relationship by now, but now I'm like, first time in my life, I'm like, I don't want a relationship. So
In my early 20s, I thought I would be dating, like, I would be in a serious relationship by now. And I didn't even, like, have one. What's the biggest glow up you had in life so far? Physical, emotional, or career wise? Back in 2018, am I allowed to use the F word?
no,
I was healthy AF. I was fat. No cap. Double fats, big belly, huge arms. You will not believe it. I was low key in depression. So that's how I was. So my physical appearance has been one of the major glow ups. And till last year, I was struggling with anxiety issues. Now I don't. Now I don't associate myself with somebody with mental health issues. So that's the glow up.
I think I've had a major glow up in terms of my mental health and how I was as a person. Like I was somebody who was not confident at all. I think I've become a lot confident than I was in the past, and even my self esteem has improved. And yeah, overall, I feel like I don't care about anything now, which is a really good thing because it gives me so much mental peace, emotional peace, and everything.
Oh my god, physically, y'all don't want to know how I looked. I was the fattest, and I also had a lot of acne.
Yeah.
And even mentally, I think I was at the shittiest level. Even mentally, I'm more at peace. I was a very turbulent person. I didn't know if I thought like being sure of who I was and telling people like, yo, I'm like this made me sound like annoying and cocky, and I thought that was me being trying to be full of myself. But then slowly I realized like having a strong identity
Yeah.
is so important. If you don't have a strong identity, people are just going to throw comments at you and you're going to start believing everything. So I am now sure about myself. So those are some glow ups for me. What's one thing you'll never do for a guy? Oh my god. Oh my god, one thing I will never do for a guy. Holy shit. Live under the same roof as his parents. I haven't lived with my own parents for years now, so I don't know how that would work. That would not be possible, I guess.
I think I can never केटालाई पाल्नु सक्दिनँ.
You will never. You will not be
I
financially
am responsible
responsible.
for a man, like and also like when if I'm suppose like we're talking about marriage here, if I marry somebody, of course I will have my own money, but at the same time I would want the guy to take care of me. I don't know. Yeah.
If I like someone, I go the extra mile. So if I really like someone, I don't know. But I think I wouldn't do the traditional things either because I didn't grow up like that, and that was not the normal inside in my household. So I don't know how that goes, and I know, like, especially here from where I'm from, people do expect the traditional. Yeah, here it's traditional. My parents didn't live with their mommy and daddy, but I see most of the population they do. But even me, like at a really young age, did not live with my mommy and daddy, so I don't know how that would go
Yeah.
for me either. Being like sometimes my mom comes over, right, and my whole routine's ruptured. Like I gotta attend her because she's my mom, and I want to, and especially if it's a loved one, and I love my, I don't know, boyfriend or
Uh-huh.
future husband, I would want to do it for him, but I deep down I know I wouldn't want to either because that's just not my normal, and I think that would be a problem. How much is too much to share online? Romantic relationships is too much, and others I don't think it's too much because talking about my parents and my past has liberated me from finally having to stop having to explain why I am the way that I am. I have been I have spent an eternity trying to explain why I am the way that I am. I have been considered more than two my entire life, but it's just that I had a fucked up childhood and I don't find that personal. People still do take it personal. They're like, why are you sharing so much on the internet? But then that's just my past. I can't help it, and I'm not embarrassed of my past, of what I've been through in life. So it's just like a way of storytelling for me about the way why I am the way that I am. Especially coming from Gangtok, I I've always seemed too modern and westernized, and I'm on natok, so yeah. But only romantic relationships is too much for me. Nothing else. Of course, talking about my somebody else's personal life is too much, but about my own personal life, about the way that I see things or feel, is not too much for me, at least.
Okay, so I feel like, yeah, like she said, I find it like too much when people like share about their romantic relationship a lot online. Like, it's okay, you post a photo, you post a cute reel, fine, it's cute. But sometimes, like everything you guys do together, even you guys are like pooping together, you're sharing it online. I think that's too much. Of course, and other things. I think when people share about family matters that are too personal, in terms of somebody passes away and they share it on their Instagram. I find it like,
Something that's happening in the present.
yeah, it's like so crazy.
Like,
It's like,
born.
yeah, you like somebody just passed away, your uncle passed away, and you are online saying that your uncle passed away and how much you miss him. You wouldn't be there if you missed him. So I feel like, that's too much. And also at times, a lot of people come at us, all three of us, saying we don't share about a lot of things. We don't talk about movements that's happening. We don't talk about what's
Political.
happening, political things. And there's apparently some contestant from Northeast. on Big Boss, and somebody messaged us saying that she's so disappointed. Oh, commented saying she's so disappointed that we did not support her. Like, first of all, we don't watch Big Boss. We're not the type. Second of all, we don't know who this person is. So until unless I know what kind of person that is, why would we support? And on top of that, our Instagram, it's like mostly work for us. Also, we do share personal things, but at the same time, we don't talk about like we don't want to make it that space.
Mattered that
Yeah.
much, things would have been different.
Of course,
I can
people.
hardly make a stand for my
Uh-huh.
own self. You think my voice matters? Because I haven't seen my voice mattering even
Yeah.
when it comes to my own mental peace. So that's just hypocrisy at its
Yes.
best.
And also, people, they talk about how even one voice matters. I'm so sorry to break it down to you, but it does not. Because at the end of the day, rich people are going to get what they want.
I don't know, actually, it's your space. For me, if I want to talk about something, it could be if I was in a relationship and I wanted to post everything about it, wouldn't really matter because that's my profile. Wow. You like those Ace family kind of shit? No, not really.
When we talk about relationship, that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Ace family kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
We're
Okay.
talking about, you guys are getting divorced and it's up online.
You know what I'm talking about? You monetize your fucking
Yeah.
relationship. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sharing too much would probably be, especially like trying to monetize your relationships or your situations. That I wouldn't like. But if you're just sharing because you're like, okay, my boyfriend looks cute, snap, and that's totally okay. But if you're like, yeah, somebody like you're getting divorced and you're like making a big deal out of it, throwing it on social media, saying, guys, this person did me
Yeah.
dirty, take my side, then that would be crazy.
Every year.
Every year we get a lot of comments and DMs saying, you guys are like so
Unbothered.
useless. You're
Useless.
so useless. Like, why don't you use your platform for a better cause? And my question is like, seriously, people are not listening to people with power. Who the fuck are we and why will they listen to us? Like, seriously. The only thing I can influence people to do is probably if I'm looking pretty and my lips are glossy and some girl likes it, she'll ask me, what are you wearing? And she might not even go buy it. She just wants to know what's the color, bro. Like, maybe I could use something similar. You can actually share anything you want, but then again, personally for us, those things are like not to be shared online. If you had to give your ex advice in 5 words, what would it be?
Yeah, you give them advice. Come on.
Uh, Slow down with the alcohol. I'm not trying to be mean. And that's the truth. That's plain asly the truth. In the past, by the way, I don't know about now, but in the past. We're giving messages to the past them.
Yeah, past them.
Because I knew them then. We don't know them. I don't know them now.
I know the version of them that's in my head. That the last version,
they
last time I
existed,
met them. I don't know what advice should I give. There are like too many, because this person is like all over the place right now, and I'm like, but yeah, whatever. Do what makes you happy. Like, you might think that people don't want you to do well.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck, or maybe they're making fun of you just because they find it funny. It's okay. Chill and live and live and let live. That's what I want you to do.
Guys, I don't have an ex. Who do I give a message to? Situation chip.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Whatever that was.
Yeah, it wasn't a situation.
Okay, whatever that was. I really pray to God that you find an ambition or a goal, and hopefully you can pursue it once you find it. Okay, what's the worst advice you've ever received, and how did it change you? What's the worst advice? I've been given so many unsolicited advices my entire life. You're a woman and you should stay as a woman. You should aim to do things a woman does. That I received in my dad's funeral, by the way. Kiti manche bhaera. So this is a Nepali line. I don't know if you'll get it. Kiti manche bhaera इज्जत सियोको टुप्पोमा हुन्छ was the advice throughout my dad's funeral. It's I didn't even understand that. So that actually meant me as a woman, my reputation is on the tip of the ice needle. So that meant like you better act like a woman. Yeah, like be careful all the time. Yeah, like don't dream like चुपचाप घरमा बस्ती ल. Yeah, that's the advice I received. How did it change me? I then I never wanted to be like a woman. Then I wanted to have a standard of a man. It angered me. I wanted to do everything against what people viewed a woman should be doing. So that's what happened.
I wouldn't say advice. Everybody was, very everybody was like, what you're doing is not going to last. You should stop, get a government job. And then, even if it's a small job, just do it. And then a few years later, you're going to become regular, right? And then you might receive more paycheck and stuff like that. Everybody thought I would not make it.
Generic
Yeah.
advice.
But then I did make it. And, there was this person in my life. Uh, said these exact words. You know what you are going after is glamour, and glamour is not always glamorous. And you will have to do so many things, and nothing is going to happen.
Advice.
Guys, I don't receive a lot of advice. Everybody told me to go get a government job. And it's like, I was like, bullshit. So, you see me?
I mean, you even did get a government
Yeah,
job.
I did. I was a teacher for 1.5 years, both of us, and yeah, it wasn't a good thing. I am not fit to be a teacher, and neither is she.
Well, I think one constant advice that I received was like अलिकति तिमीहरू अलिकति रियल भयो भने खासमा पुरा पोटेन्सियल छ नि.
I mean, she keeps being good. No, they think because like we try to be the best version of ourselves. Because in real life,
Bro.
man, that's my phone. So they think, because we want to be better human beings and we want to have a good quality of life, just because we do that and we have actually,
pursue better things.
yeah, and we actually achieved that thing, they think we are faking it all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know. अलिकति रियल भएको भए चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो चाहिँ. I don't know. I don't really get that. Like कस्तो चाहिँ रियल हुनु थियो. I don't know. You y'all can write down some comments like what does that mean? Decipher it for us. Like कस्तो real हुनु भन्नुस्. Like we want to give it a try. I don't. And what did it change? I think it just made me sure about who I wanted to be. Like people give me advice that if you don't talk with that accent, people would feel connected to you. Bullshit. Like you don't come from what I come from. You haven't been through shit what I've been through. Like how will anybody ever like connect with me in
Yeah,
that
and
level?
this person also said, you guys are having fun right now because all you guys have to do is like, buy things and show it off on camera, apply makeup, and just like go to places. It's so easy. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that is true. That is true too. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, it is.
But then there are other things we're pursuing too, and we work on ourselves a lot. And I don't know, like especially like when it comes to accent, we've paid tuition fee for such a long while just to get educated, and then went to college. And I don't see the point why I would want to talk in my mother tongue, and especially when the world speaks in English and the majority of my audiences only understand English. So those were the advices that we received, like tone down your accent, maybe alikati real हुआ, and don't eat with like chomchi and kata यसो हातले भात खाइदेऊ न यसो हुन्छ नि मासु raw क्या raw भइदेऊ न केटा केटीले मन
Girl
पराउँछ.
wanted us to eat pasta with our hands, guys, one time, remember?
Yeah. So like no, if I wasn't born raw, if I don't have the habits of a raw person, that does not make me fake.
No. What makes you think that just because you eat with your hands, you talk like the way you talk makes you raw? Like, what makes you
And
think
no,
that?
like only
Like
raw
you,
people are
like not you guys, those people.
you guys are like,
Like
sweethearts. So yeah, I don't really got the concept of raw or real. Yeah, because most of the people actually, to be quite honest, they do the same shit we do, and somehow we're not real, but they're the real ones. So I don't know. And I think that was the last question. But how did that change me? That just made me pursue what I wanted to do more. And then I didn't want to change, I don't want to tone down anything. Yes, that brings us to the end of our girl talk. This was a bit meaner than the usual, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be real here.
10!
No,
Wrong with
this
them.
is me being real. If you want real
Yeah.
me, this is real me. I mean,
Like,
like, I've always tried to only say the correct things in life and not piss somebody off or not offend someone, but I've been offended till last year, and now I don't think I will let anybody offend me. I'd rather offend people.
if you guys really want us to be raw, this is how we speak. We are not always like, sweet.
Yes,
Like, we're
yes,
not like,
yes, yes.
no, I told you guys. So this is, we
Yeah,
don't
I,
do
I
that.
mean, we're not always gonna be like blaming ourselves for
Mm,
everything that happens in the entire world.
yeah.
I'm not to be blamed for. Somebody else is shitty, somebody else is shitty. I'm not shitty.
Yeah.
I was not shitty. You were shitty,
Mm.
not you. Whoever was shitty.
There are also time we sit down and we talk about, someone's, oh, like we're mean, So we say things, and we're like, that was really mean of
Kyo.
us. We also do that at times.
I mean, I'm
And if
self-aware.
that, yeah, we
We
are
do
self-aware.
take up
And
accountability,
yeah.
but there's only so much accountability we
Hmm.
can take up. Yeah, and yeah, that was me being raw. But that brings us to the end of the girl talk.
Yeah.
Hopefully, next time too, we can be this honest about our
Mhm.
opinions. Because as a woman, you're supposed to keep quiet.
Yeah.
I think till last year, I was low key trying to impress the guy,
Yeah. And not say a
not
lot of
offend
things.
him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to impress the world.
The
Now,
world.
no more. Yeah, I was like Loki wanted to
You
be.
know why?
Somebody told me last year a
Mhm.
message came. I don't know. It was a comment or something. Somebody said like you should be speaking about your opinions because it's your platform, not theirs. And that hit me. I was like, fuck yeah, this is my platform. I will speak my mind. Why should only people be speaking
I
their
know.
minds on my platform?
I think till last year, I was like being very cautious about not letting a certain someone down. I was trying
Exactly.
to, impress that person. And it's not just a guy, like
A lot of
a lot of
people.
people, not just special someone. So I was like, if I say this, they might think, I'm
I'm
this kind of person
mean.
or I'm mean and stuff like that. But I'm so glad 2025 started with such a clear head.
The weirdest thing is like we're always careful with what we say out of our mouths, right? But people are not, bro. They just come and say everything that's on their mind.
Yeah.
They're not self-aware at all. So
Mhm.
they come, they say exactly what they want to say and they're unapologetic
I
about it.
know,
And I was
right?
like, wow, man, I got to learn something from these people cuz they come to you, they walk up to you, they hold no accountability, they something so fucking mean, something that just traumatizes you or hits
Yeah.
you somewhere and you think about it for the rest of your life, and they're like not even accountable. They're like, yeah, I said what I had to say,
Mhm.
that was my thought. So I want to be that kind of person too. Like I want to own my thoughts and my opinions because I think it's cool,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it
It's
is.
so
Yeah.
cool. I've always found those people really cool.
Yeah, but at the same time, some people at the same time they do like talk their mind out and everything, but at the same time there's a fine line. You can't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Some people they just like think it's like too cool that they disrespect other people in a whole different level that is not at all acceptable to me.
Yeah. Yeah. One last line before we end this. If anything that we us three said triggered you, that means you did something of that sort to
Yeah.
us.
Or any other
Yeah,
human
or any
being.
other human being, because if you haven't, you will not get triggered.
Because
Truth
we
be
are
told.
humans too. So are
Yeah.
you
So
guys,
if you're
and
any way triggered anywhere along this long ass video, you've been a. Thank you for joining us. Leave down questions that you would like us to answer, and I hope you enjoyed the girl talk. Bye.